So we're back at it again. A few hours later, my wife, whom I is my fucking my muse, right? She means everything and more to me. Her sister, her twin, and my best friend, believe it or not, moved from an apartment into an RV. Now they went and picked out an RV, so it's not like they went and budget bought and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, they're taking a big risk. I mean, it's not like they had a big place, but you want to talk about being minimalist. Holy shit! I mean, they have to discuss every little thing that comes into that place. And we live in Buffalo, New York, so they just had to go through and legitimately like side the RV and all this kind of stuff. So like we're getting to see it firsthand of what it's actually like, and they don't actually have land yet either, um, which is a big thing for us because we're like, what are we gonna buy an RV and fucking park it on the street? Like that's crazy. So you need land, like you need a lot of stuff for this. So it just so happens that I love this dude's page, by the way. Jack Morgan, RLP. Awesome. Really just you could tell this dude's just easygoing in life. You know what I mean? But we're going to go ahead and he's got these divvied up at real nice sections. We're gonna see what he's got to say because I'm very interested in this van life. For context, my rent is $1,200. Utilities probably about $300, internet $100. So now we're at what, $1,600 just to live in my house. That's not counting groceries or anything above. So I would say roughly $2,500 to just live in my house, and that's eating and paying the bills for the house. So, but I get to have all the different rooms, the comfortable bathroom, washer and dryer in the basement, like comfortable things that Americans are used to. I just want to put that in context.
Just how affordable is van life? That's the question. Everybody says it's cheap. I tell you, it ain't cheap. It's affordable. This is what I spend per month on the low end. I went back through my receipts and averaged out what I spend on a month. This is my monthly totals, and I'm going to break this down. My insurance for my vehicle is $85 a month. My cell phone and my hotspot. My cell phone is $60. My hotspot's another $100. I'm spending $40 a month on cooking fuel. I'm spending about $450 a month on food and groceries, because I do eat out a little bit, because I don't cook the whole lot. I do cook.
Dude, $450 a month on food. I'm gonna say a lot of people that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say most people are spending, I would say at least $800 a month on food.
Yep.
I see people be eating out and shit. I don't think people are calculating food correctly, but that's impressive.
But that's one man,
food,
too.
That's really impressive. And Nestor, what do you spend on fucking food?
If we're being honest, I don't enjoy eating. It's not something that, like, I'm like, yay, dinner time. It's like, oh, fuck, I gotta eat something. It's dinner. So for me, I could easily be under $400 a month in food. Easily. Maybe more in energy drinks. But food, Now, my wife and my son, yes, we're at $1,000. Easily. We need food in the house. And, you know, we like to eat out and do all this kind of stuff, too. And I'm considered poor. My family makes under $100,000. Like, me and my wife together make under $100,000. My son is starting to work on his own, so he's starting to get his own money. But, like, life has not been fucking cheap for us. Trust me.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, that's what I thought. Hold on. Let him finish.
My van gas is costing me about $150 a month. I have a van maintenance and repair fund that I put money back in toward future maintenance and repair for my vehicle. I'm spending anywhere from $150 to $200 a month in that fund. I set that fund at the highest cost of the repair, which is my motor and transmission. Once I reach that will change. My miscellaneous spending is around $250 a month. That's, dish soap, laundry soap.
So if my
I wanna
math
buy
is right, when
coffee
he's about
somewhere out,
1,400.
somewhere, I'm getting gas or whatever. I want to buy something, My miscellaneous spending, and that's $250 a month. My Planet Fitness, that's another almost $40 a month. Maybe so I can go take a shower.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
My diesel fuel, that is for my heat. In the winter, in the summertime, that cost disappears. Right now, it's cost me about $120 a month to heat this van. That grand total comes to right at $1,505.
What did I say mine was? Mine's $2,500 a month, including everything he said. My utilities would be the heat that he's talking about. His hotspot is I didn't even include my cell phones. My cell phones are 100 and my internet is 100, so I pay 200 a month. Jesus Christ! So yeah, I spend a lot of money to live. So if I can save myself $1,000 a month by moving into an RV, is it worth it? Maybe.
It cost me $1,500 a month.
You think that's a pretty good steal, but remember, this guy's old too. Johnny Ricketts and Grandpa Rickles over here. But like, you still have to make and think about this. When I was living in a car, it wasn't poor me. I was stacking my money. I was actually kind of happy about the situation in a weird way, not long term, but in a weird way. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get.
It sucks that he has to like preface this because people might judge him for like enjoying the simplicity of living in a car. Something tells me, especially, and we have to put this in context, being a single man, there has to be something very freeing about just being kind of a nomad and living in your whip. I know why he's doing all the, prefaces and stuff like that. It's not necessary. It was probably a dope ass time.
Get that right. But a lot of people, we're talking older people in the hustle life.
Yes.
This is when you reach this age, you are supposed to be doing the
You're supposed to be
opposite
chilling.
of hustle culture. Am I tripping?
No.
So it should be.
That's what I'm trying to get at with this. But when you think of van life, right? Before we get back to this guy, when you think van life, you think butt cheeks, mountaintops, beaches in the background, like chick tits out.
Funny enough, I think, I'm living in a van down by the river. It wasn't a good thing. He was a psychopath. He hated his life because he was in a van down by the river. That's all I think about when I hear living in a van. Or Afro Man. My name is Afro Man. I live in the back of a Chevrolet van. That song is hard as fuck.
A hot young couple, right?
Maybe in a
That's
movie.
what I think about van life. But in reality, that hot chick who just took that mountaintop photo or that beachfront bikini picture, there's a high probability she just took a shit in a shoebox or something. She just pooped in a bucket. Does that make sense? But like, it does cost money. Like, if you live in a Ford Fusion like I did, more realistic, you're eating out a lot, dude. Where the fuck are you cooking?
Right.
Like, let's be honest. You
Right.
still have to have a job. Most of us. What do we got on that cost on that?
Yeah,
With
for an average used,
camper and shit?
yeah, about 20 grand.
Yeah.
That's the average.
Average used campers 20.
So going based off of my situation and what I'm close to is the couple that we're talking about, my sister-in-law and BFF there. They bought their camper. They originally went and they picked out one for like 85 grand. Like, they were going hard. This thing was something. However, because it was such a big purchase and it was so on and so forth, they did not get it. So they had to go down. So they ended up grabbing one that was $35K. Now, mind you, both of them have very good jobs. They make decent money. So it's more of like they wanted a lifestyle change. So me and my wife are sitting there like, please let us know if this is something that's worth it or not. But so he's saying the average is about 20 grand. So they bought $15,000 higher than, and they have a beautiful camper. Like, I want to say it's nicer amenity wise than my actual house, but I have way more space.
Shit out there for like 7 grand. You know, the used ass van for like 7 G's. But that thing's rickety rickles, man. It's rinkety. You know, it's not gonna be reliable. I mean, this guy right here just said his roof is leaking, dude. He's got a leaking roof, this guy. He's vlogging, making some extra money. We gotta support this dude. Offended Outcast, make sure you like that shit. But just pointing
There you
that
go.
out, it's not exactly the cheapest. And even if you own your vehicle, the whole nine, you're still spending $1,500 a month. Sounds about right.
And to that, I'm not going to steal any more of his video. It definitely gave us the point that we were looking for on this. I have to say that depending on the, what do I want to say? Depending on the actual convenience and comfort of it all, because what none of them said is where are they parking? Where are they living? Like, again, I can only go by what I know. I live in Buffalo, okay? So, in Buffalo, from November 15th to, I think, March or April 15th, no parking overnight on the side of a street. You're not allowed to. You will get a ticket. Where does one park? You have to have some sort of land. You have to have a driveway you can be, like... So that is one thing that I'm never hearing, is like, okay, you know, we got this camper and blah, blah, blah. I think a lot of them are staying in, like, the camper zones that you see on the news that you're like, oh, I'd hate to be out there. That's probably where they are. And, I mean, it's not good. My grandfather's 91. He's in a rehab. He's not doing well. Our elderly are not, they're not being taken care of. And if you're my age, if you're mid-30s and you're thinking about retirement at all, get that thought out of your mind right now. There will be no retirement for us. All these dudes doing side hustles at 70, 75, 80. And then the one guy said, he's like, I got priced out of my home. I owned my home, but I was priced out of my home because of property taxes and utilities, and he's on a fixed income, so I'm telling you, it's why you pay attention. It's not like you can really fix or do anything, you know. But pay attention so you might not end up in that same position. What do you think? Would you live in a van? I'd live in a camper. I don't know if I'd live in a Vandura or something like that, but I'd live in a camper. Especially if it saved me $1,000 a month. I could put $1,000 somewhere. See y'all later. Deuce.